Oh. Hey, you guys. It's Zach, the Incredible Impression here. Cameraman is Tony. Hasn't been here in a while, been very, very busy. So, guys, I don't know if you can see this. It looks like I'm about to perform surgery here, but I'm not. As a matter of fact, today, as promised, the holidays are here. It's that time of the year again. Santa only comes once a year, you know. Chestnuts opening on a roasted fire, like Ernest would say. But once a year, annually, I cook a prime rib roast. That's what we're doing today. I've never vlogged it before, so this is a treat for you guys. Okay, so let me show you guys what we're dealing with here. This is a 10-pound, 32-ounce bone-in prime standing rib roast. Now, as you can see, they cut the bones off and then tied them back on. Do you know why, Tony?
Why?
You don't know? You can't take a guess?
So it stays tender?
Well, yes, and not only for flavor, but because if you keep the bones on and you don't cut them off, it's a pain in the neck to have to cook the roast, bring a hot roast to the table, and then worry about fidgeting with bones. So the hard part is cut out for you. So, okay. Also, the reason I got this huge beast is because at this time, beginning today, and I believe going till next Thursday, Publix is doing their standing rib roast specials. I got this one at my Publix, and this one ran me $103.10, $103.10. Now, again, this is a 10.32 pound bone standing rib roast, boned and tied for easy carving. Now, in the standard price, if this was not a holiday special, it would probably be around, I'd say, $3.75, somewhere around there. So we're going to prepare this very simple. First off, the doctor needs to perform some surgery. I have a secret combination of injector marinade, which I'm not telling you guys what it is. So I'm going to inject this bad boy, and I'll be back with you after it's done. Okay, so I have gone through it and given it a nice injection. I didn't want to get it too much because I don't want it to be too overly marinated, although a decent amount of marinade is good, but sometimes you just don't want to overdo it. So here's what we're gonna do. Now, a lot of people might put like horseradish mustard or English mustard or something on it. That's not what I do here because we're down south after all, right? Am I right, Tony?
Yep.
Down south, there's no health food where we live. We use all the fat and the sugar and the salt and the grease, but everything we make down here will tickle those taste buds of yours. Am I right, Tony?
Yeah, sure thing, y'all.
So what we have here is a very nice combination of some clarified butter, which I microwaved and chopped up a couple garlic cloves and marinated them in the butter. Then I scooped out the garlic cloves, and so instead of mustard or something, this is where you gotta get your hands dirty. You just take this, you slather that bad boy with butter, you rub it all in, make sure to massage it in. You wanna get all those tiny nooks and crannies, cracks and crevices. Now you see I'm just massaging all this in, you know. We like a lot of butter in our family, don't we? Because the love we have for each other is very tender love and care. Feels good, doesn't it, Mr. Moo Moo? Doesn't it? Feels good. You know something, pal? You look like you need a better massage. There you go. Feeling better? What am I doing? I'm massaging a dead animal. By the way, you know what I figured out? There's this shirt out there that Sam the Cooking Guy has that I've seen all over the internet too. And vegans and vegetarians, I'm sorry if you find this insulting, but again, if you can't take a joke, then obviously you have no sense of humor. But I saw this shirt that said, vegan doesn't like the thought of killing animals, but also doesn't care if you get bored by them telling you about it. I mean, come on, seriously? But yet, you know what I noticed? And a lot of people are probably going to hate me for saying this, and I know there's people going to be saying in the comments, oh no, you're wrong, how dare you insult us like this and stuff. But the thing is, I've been noticing lately that so many people who are vegans and vegetarians, they're the ones getting deadly diseases, cancer, etc., etc. And yet they say eating veggie and being a vegan is the most healthiest thing in life. Yet people who eat red meat and chicken and fish and stuff, we're all living to be in our 90s or older. I mean, come on, use the old noodle a little bit. So now that we've got everything injected with the marinade, we've got the butter all over it, he's been nicely massaged, he's nice and relaxed, now it's time to season. So I have got a combination of kosher salt, black pepper, and garlic powder. So, and this is a big piece of meat, so we can season liberally. Incidentally, if you want to, seasoning liberally means seasoning heavily. Now, if you're a Republican like I am, and you don't like a lot of seasoning on your meat, just season it conservatively, or conservatively. Okay, that was a seasoning political joke. So we're getting all this good seasoning here, all of this kosher salt, garlic powder, black pepper, and boy, when this comes out of the oven, are you kidding me? Give me a break. Okay, just gonna go back, make sure I didn't miss anything. Well, there's a little spot right here. Okay, so next comes the oven. Let me explain to you how a normal prime rib is made. Normally, you season it, you put it in the oven, 450 degrees for 15 minutes to sear it. And then you turn the temp down to 325 and however long it takes depending on the kind of doneness you want. Us, we like it more between a medium rare and a medium. Now, I'm gonna tell you guys something, and I'm gonna get closer to you guys for this. Anybody who cooks a prime rib medium well or well done is a meat sinner. That's in my opinion. Was that blasphemous? I'm just wondering. Was that a little too far there, or?
No, it is blasphemy to be a well-done person.
Okay, that's right. Nobody's perfect, right?
Yeah.
All right, so come on over here, Tony. So the way I like to do it is I like to set the temp to 325 immediately. And then what I do here is I have got a probe style thermometer that can go in the oven. What I do is I will insert it directly. That's about centered, isn't it, Tony? Is that about centered?
Yep.
All right. I put the probe down into the center here, and we'll set our temp. We'll say 131 for medium rare, but I usually like to put it a little bit lower than that because it is it's got to rest for 15 minutes then. So there's another reason why I like to do it slow like this. So back up, Tony. Let's put this bad boy in the oven. Now, I do not set a timer on this. And the reason why is, oops, I need to move this shelf down. And there goes my probe. You are not putting that in the final cut. Oh no, you are not. And now, we'll put this bad boy in here. So, here's what we do. We leave it. We keep our eye on the temp. And incidentally, you never, ever cook a piece of meat stone cold. You should, it's always a good idea to bring it to room temperature. So, anybody who says that it's not a good thing to keep it at room temperature, they're wrong. I took this out of the fridge about an hour and a half ago. Could have easily used another half hour or so. But anyway, so the reason I'm not doing 450 is because we're gonna make a basting sauce. And I wanna give a shout out to Sam the cooking guy for this one. So the basting sauce consists of this: a stick of butter. It's actually about a half stick. And then I like to add a little bit more of the clarified into it. Just because the idea of regular and clarified, I don't know, it's just something tickles my taste buds with it. I have no idea what it is. Put a little bit of olive oil in here. Okay. Clove of fresh garlic. I wish my hand was more steady, guys. All right, we got that. We got fresh rosemary here. You want maybe, I'd say a couple pieces of these. Come a little bit closer, Tony. Get all this here.
As close as I can get.
All right.
Unless you have wide angle.
Yeah, I don't have wide angle.
Yeah.
All right, so you want a little bit of that. And once you think you've got a decent amount of that, oops, got a couple stems here. What was the issue here? Okay, so you got that. Quick little chop. But doesn't need to be very fine, but the more finely it's chopped, the more rosemary flavor is brought out of it. So we just give this a... I like to chop mine pretty fine, simply because, as I said, the more flavor comes out of it. So, start putting that in. I just like to use my hands to put it in. Don't worry, my hands are clean and washed.
No, they're not.
You know what? Come on, it's not like I'm gonna pick my nose or something and then touch food, okay? So, don't let Tony fool you guys, all right? We got some fresh thyme as well. So, I always had trouble pulling thyme off of the stem, the whatever it's called. Yeah, is that the stem? Yeah, the stem. You're not going to get all of it off, so just at least a little bit, as long as you get the majority of it off. Now, I will say, thyme is one of my favorite herbs to put in any kind of recipe, whether it's, you know, on a steak, on a chicken, what have you. I seem to like the combination of both rosemary and thyme. I can already hear people like Yak Off and Lantern and stuff. They're all going to be like, hey, you're taking forever to do this. Come on, man, get on with it. You know what? Kiss my ass, guys. I'm doing it as fast as I can. Remember, I'm only human.
I can never work in the food industry ever again because I take my time with cooking.
Because you want, as Charles Emerson Winchester III of MASH said, I do one thing at a time, I do it very well, and then I move on. So maybe, I don't know, maybe one more stem of thyme, maybe. I know, again, I'm getting a little bit of the stem on there, but it's so finely chopped that you don't even really notice it. And once you got a decent amount of that, quick little chop. Don't try this at home, kids. I'm a professional with this.
He's been in the food business way longer than I have.
I've worked in the food industry practically all my life. I've held literally every job there is to hold in the food industry. All right, so we'll put it on there and we'll let it melt. But hold on a second. I'm gonna make a basting brush. This is not the brush I'm using. I'm pulling the head off. Get rid of that thing. And I'm gonna make a basting brush out of the remaining rosemary and the remaining thyme. So here's how we're gonna do this. Really simple. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break that piece up. Then I'm gonna mix this in, just, you know, kind of crowd everything in all together, getting every piece. Sometimes I'll fold it over if it's a little too long. So once I got that, then I'll take some butcher's twine, which is over here. You want a decent amount here because you don't want to make it too loose. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it over here, kind of take and put the handle kind of up in there a little bit. Now, what Sam the cooking guy uses are 2 sets of chopsticks, but unfortunately, I don't have chopsticks here, so I'm just working with what I can work with. So, okay, and guys, this part's always a pain in the you-know-what for me to do, so give me a minute, we'll be right back. Okay, so here's the brush. You can see you stir it all in, you get all that stuff mixed up, and then when you go to baste this thing, oh boy, I'm telling you what. And there's one last thing that we're gonna add to this. A little soy sauce for umami, just for a little umami. It's not gonna make it so Asian in flavor, but it's gonna add some good umami. So, a couple of tablespoons of this. All right, we put that back on the melter, and in about maybe 20 minutes or so, we're gonna start basting it. Now, it's good to baste it every half hour or so that you can get yourself a good sear on that meat then, because once all those flavors just hit the meat with the butter, the olive oil, the rosemary, the thyme, the garlic, the soy sauce, it hits that meat and oh my gosh, I can't even explain to you. Words just cannot explain how great this is gonna be. So we'll be back in a few minutes when we go to base. And now, a short intermission from Scooter D. Reuter. Oh, Scooter! I'm trying to do a documentary here. Don't look scared. It's okay. I was just seeing if you would do the commercial break. Would you do the sponsor break? Oh, okay. Well, thank you. What, do we now return us to our regular scheduled programming? Is that what we do? Oh! The proceeding was a cuddly intermission from Scooter the Pup. Now back to your regularly scheduled program. Okay, so here's what we have. This beautiful brush with this beautiful mixture of butter, garlic, rosemary, thyme, soy, olive oil. Okay, so here's what we have. Oh boy, oh my gosh, can you smell that? Can you smell that, Tony?
Yeah, I can smell it.
Oh my gosh, that smells amazing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So here's what we're gonna do, okay? We're gonna pull this out a little bit. And Tony, get in a little closer. Show the folks this. My gosh. Look at that neat crust that's just built up. So here's what we do. Now, I'm debating on whether to make some au jus with the leftover drippings. I don't know if I will or not, because sometimes we just like it the way it is. I mean, I've never made au jus before. Tony, do you think I should just lay off the au jus this time?
Yeah,
All right. Plus, at this point, if with all the drippings that are going down there, you know, it's got the butter and stuff. We don't want a buttery kind of sauce, you know.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so what we do is we want to baste it maybe every half hour or so. So, all right, I'm just going back, doing a little bit more here. Okay, now let me be perfectly clear on something. Obviously, prime rib you can't have alone. You got to have some sort of a side, right?
Yep.
Right, Scooter? Right? Yeah, he's saying right. So, here's what we've got for sides. Gold potatoes, mashed taters, and some asparagus. I'll walk you through step by step how I do the asparagus, but the Incredible Junior is gonna do the potatoes, and wait till you see how well she does it. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys how I prepare the asparagus. These are all completely picked and the stems are off. What I do here is I pick up some of them, I put them in a plastic bag. Sometimes they're hard to do. And then we take some olive oil, we put it into the bag here, decent amounts, okay. Then, simple, very simple. A little bit of salt. I want a good amount because it's a decent amount of asparagus. Black pepper, good amount of that in there. Then what you want to do is you want to make sure the bag's kind of puffy. Close it up and you just want to shake it all around. Get it all mixed up. You're getting the salt and pepper and the olive oil all mixed in. So that's that. Now we just got to wait to cook them. So what do we do now, Tony?
Basting.
Very well. Let's go. Also, as you can see, the taters have been peeled, cut, and they're now on the boil. Well, they're not boiling as of yet, but they're on the boil. So all I do is I add a little bit of salt to the water. Kind of like the way you cook pasta. You know, they say you should never cook pasta unless you're cooking it with a little bit of salt. What sense did that even make? I don't even know. All right. Look at that nice, like, crisp crust on top. Look at that. Have you ever seen anything more gorgeous besides your ex-girlfriend?
Not mine. Not mine.
All right. So as I said, we'll baste it one more time before it comes out. And after that, we're eating large. Oh, you hear that? You know what that means, don't you? It's time to take it out of the oven. Woo! Let's see what we got here. Oh, my glasses got all fogged up. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, so here's what we're dealing with, guys. Let's take the probe out. Set that there. All right, now do you know what we do, Tony?
We glance.
Well, yes, we glance, but we let it rest. So we let it rest. I covered it in foil here. And do you know why we let it rest, Tony?
Why?
Well, because, take a guess.
So it simmers and makes it more delicious.
Well, yes, but it allows the juices that are in it to absorb back into the meat. Like, you could cut it and serve it right now, but if you did that, when you go to cut it, all that juice is just going to run out. As Sam the cooking guy says, as if it would be as if you poked a hole in an above ground swimming pool. The whole thing would just run out. But also, tomorrow, if you want to cut it up for, you know, a roast beef sandwich or something, you're gonna find that it's hard as a rock. So 15 minutes, we'll be back, folks. All right, guys, y'all ready for this? Here is the finished prime rib. Vanna, da-na-na-na. And here's the creme de la creme. Garlic mashed potatoes made by the Incredible Junior, and she cooks up one great bowl of mashed potatoes. And as you can see over here, we've got some asparagus and some biscuits. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is to get these bones off. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go right here. By the way, whoever is lucky enough to eat these rib bones, and I think I already know who's claiming them.
Me.
You.
Yes, sir.
You would too.
You already know I'm a ribs guy.
Yeah. Tony's a rib boy. All right, so here we go. Look at that. Okay. So now, next thing to do is to cut it. Okay, here's the moment of truth. Are you ready, Tony?
Ready.
Here we go. Oh, wow. Now, obviously, the ends are going to be more medium well, but look at this. Look at this. It is more medium well, I guess, but that's okay. I just sinned. But my gosh, look at that. Isn't that pretty?
Juicy.
Do you mind if I try a bite?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. I'm going to go for this area here. Here we go. Like butter. Oh, did I almost break the stove? This is a glass stove. Did I almost bust it? But, I mean, look at this. Look at how beautiful this is. Wow. Boy, I really can't wait to sink my teeth into that. Oh my gosh. Okay. Control yourself, Zach. Control yourself. Okay, guys. Well, my first cooking video was, I think, an incredible success. What do you guys think? You know, a couple years from now, I might look back and cringe at this whole thing. But, you know, it is what it is. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. That does it for today. Thank you to Tony for being my cameraman. And thank you to Scooter D. Rooter Puppy for doing the intermission. That's going to do it, guys. Have a happy, incredible holidays, and I will see you guys next time. And is that really happening? Seriously. Somebody hit me. Happy holidays.
Certainly.
Now she